giants
People who came from the
in the
sky.
sky. Yeah.
Hootie hoo! What up,
What up, bro?
man? What's going on with you, man?
Shit, chilling in the cold ass Minnesota weather.
Ooh, what's the weather like?
Was it? I think I saw -4.
Nah.
So we thugging it out. I got my heated blanket under me, man, and
Oh
we
man,
get into it. How you doing, bro?
man, I'm good, man. It's like in the 30s here, bro. I'm cold as feezy, man. But hey, I'd rather have this than what you got.
I feel you.
No, that's no good. That is no good, man. It's funny. Emily Martin hit me up last night, and she was, or it might have been the night before, and she was like, "Are you here?" And I was just like, "Look, I may be slow, but I ain't stupid. I do not go to Minnesota in the winter." No, I was saying I might be crazy, but I ain't stupid. I don't know. I avoid that place like the plague in the winter. So you guys have fun with that. You guys have fun with that, man. For those who don't know, I'm Shad.
I'm Kobe.
And we are the Men of Letters. Kobe, is Lamar Jackson gonna lose another playoff game?
Probably. I need to put it on, but
Oh boy.
all right, that's great.
You
Yeah,
good, man.
he's pretty disappointed in the playoffs. Just like,
Yeah, man. Like he's throwing picks and he's fumbling the ball. Like, I mean, if you lose the turnover battle, it's a wrap, bro. You
he's gonna probably win another MVP. So
Yeah,
oh, man.
that's so bizarre. I mean, the 13-21 now. Buffalo, a great team, man. You can't make those kind of mistakes,
No.
against those guys. But Commanders, they beat the Detroit. We were talking about that before we came online. You pretty hyped about that?
I'm pretty happy about that. Hell yeah.
Right. My man.
Sick of the line. Man, you Lion fans, y'all got a little too big for your britches, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad y'all had to get knocked down a few. I don't know what y'all thought, but y'all were tripping. So come on and sit down with us.
Come on, have a seat.
Watch
with
these
us.
games.
Yep.
And keep your mouth shut. So
Keep your mouth shut.
We had the same record, and we did the same damn thing.
Yep. It can happen to you too. So all that jibber jabbing and all that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing unless you win the big game. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I wasn't talking mess. I wasn't talking mess all season because I've seen this movie before.
Yep.
I've seen it. I've seen the Vikings ball out all season, and they get to the playoffs and they shit the bed. So
their pants. Yeah.
Yep.
Jeff
Detroit did it.
And the Vikings shit in their pants in the playoffs. That's what's gonna happen.
That's what's gonna happen. That you can guarantee that.
They gonna fuck it up. So.
They gonna mess it up. And Detroit did it last year. They did last season.
Yep, they did. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So before you do all that talking, get to the Super Bowl. And then you can talk. Eagles fans, I hate y'all. But you go to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And you win. Yep. So, it is what it is. So
I wonder what it's like to live in a city where every few years you get a championship. I wonder what that's like. I ain't never seen that my entire life.
Man, it's got to be a beautiful thing, bro. It's got to be a beautiful thing. We don't know nothing like that. We know how to how to have hope. And then have it blow up in our face.
Yep. Blow up every time.
Yeah, blow up every time, man. So we want to thank everybody for joining the show today. We appreciate it. We know that the playoff game is on and all that's a very important one. So I'm watching it up here on one of my screens. So I will be fully engaged in that as well with you while we do the show. I'm gonna try to multitask. We'll see how well that works out. How was the weekend, though, bro?
That was good. Kicked it with from the homies today and yesterday.
Dope.
I got tomorrow off.
Nice.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. My homegirl Holly, she lives in San Antonio. She was telling me it was like 30 degrees when she was leaving and windy. So yeah, we went out there. That met her for brunch and got back here for this show. But yeah, it was a good weekend, man. Finished up Squid Games, yeah.
Okay, good deal.
And yeah, how about your weekend, bro?
It was cool, man. Friday was pretty chill, and then our cousin Melvin and Jesse and her boyfriend, they pulled up yesterday afternoon, so they were here long, a few hours, so we kicked it. Melvin is in transition of relocating down here. He already got his place ready to go. His significant is coming down tomorrow, I believe, and then he should be back here. He said this weekend. I don't know, but he's over the road driving and stuff like that. So it's good, man. It's good to have Melvin down here. He's kind of like he's a cousin, but he's the cousin I'm closest with. So it's kind of like a big brother. What up, Shell? What up, babe? Get that spaghetti going. Come on.
I gotta make my dinner after this show.
Oh, you're eating late too.
Yeah, man. Shoot, I got tomorrow off. So
okay, yeah, she does too. I'm technically off. I'm gonna be working because I gotta get some stuff done.
I might try to catch up on some stuff, but I'm missed, man. Martin Luther King Day, I'm taking it off. Either you give me it off, I'm taking it off.
It's Martin Luther King.
Yeah, we ain't working on that day. That day is Juneteenth. Now they did smarten up and give it Juneteenth off, but
I think we did for a second, and then they took it away. I have to go back and look. I don't remember being off Juneteenth this year, but I know we did.
Gotta love it.
George Floyd when all that stuff happened. So it looks like Baltimore scored, so they're going for 2. So hopefully that works.
What are you watching it? What channel or what station is it on?
It's on Prime.
Oh my dumb stuff. All right, bet.
It's on Prime. I got some really good friends though. They are Buffalo fans, and I am I'm a Buffalo fan per se, but I really want Lamar Jackson to to finally make his mark and do what he's born to do, man. Win a championship or at least get to the big dance. So
it's on Paramount.
It might be on Paramount too. I watched it on Prime.
Yeah, I can just do it. Yeah, I'm doing our show, man. Go ahead.
No, it's all good, man. People come to see us chat too. So tonight we kind of struggled a little bit, guys, with what we wanted to do. So I had Juneteenth off now too. My company is pretty great. Yeah. They are. I'm glad that they're doing that. We might do. I don't remember being off Juneteenth, but sometimes we're off and I still have to work. That's just the way my job is. So it is what it is.
Yeah, we kind of struggled. I wanted to find something from Minnesota, but I mean, there's not many good lore in Minnesota. And so Rashad sent me this story, and I'm gonna tell y'all, it's a lot better than I thought it would be. It was good. I listened to it, I think twice now. I listened to it when he sent it, and I listened to it yesterday, and I was making Ghost dinner. If you don't know,
I saw that, bro. I saw that. That looked good.
I think everybody in our family who owns dogs, we're a dog family. We make our pets food. It's better for them. So I was doing that, listening to the YouTube channel, Bedtime Stories. Shout them out.
Shout out to Bedtime Stories.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
It's pretty wild because they throw a lot of facts in there.
Right. And if you were here our last stream, we talked about the moon, I think, a little bit. Mm-hmm. And we were talking about how old it is and how it might have been brought here. So, yeah, man. Or no, was that our podcast or was that? Oh, we did not talk about that. Was our side quest.
It may have been a side quest. You guys probably haven't seen that yet because Cody usually takes those side quests, he edits some, and then he puts them out.
So I'll have that out soon. But there's some theories out there that the moon is basically like a satellite. It was brought here by some entities. There's some, train of thought in an African tribe that two brothers dragged it here. Anyways, so
there are quite a few mythologies of being or beings towing the moon here from another star system. So it's not just one group of people saying that. You know what I mean? So yeah. I don't know. We don't know. We don't. That's the we always admit that we don't know, and that's why we share this stuff.
I think it's fun. I don't. I'm not a master of anything in this, but what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but they're saying, and there is I think it's factual. There is knowledge now that the moon is like the same age as Earth, which is kind of crazy. So I'm not saying it's confirming the thing that we listen to or the thing that we find interesting or like conspiracy theories, but the more and more we get along with science, the things that people were saying, 10 years ago, try to come true. So I don't know, man. Well, it's pretty interesting, and the fact that the moon is almost as old as Earth is, I don't know. Yeah, and on top of that, I think,
or older. Some. I think this thing is saying. Well, some people say it's older.
Some people say it's older, and there is like different minerals on the moon compared to Earth. So I don't know, man. It's fun to think about. I don't believe everything, but it's interesting. So this video is basically saying why we haven't gone back, and I'm not sure if anything. I didn't go look and confirm anything from these stories, but it's pretty creepy nonetheless. And that's what we're here to do, anyways.
Right.
Kind of,
keep you out a little bit.
Yeah, have some fun. Don't suspend belief, and enjoy the show. So.
Right. Entertainment purposes only. And I remember one time, it was a very long time ago, Dad and I talk about this stuff quite a bit. And I think I don't know if he heard it from Art Bell or something, but he said that we went there. The last time we went there, something told us not to go back or not to come back. And I was like, man, that's wow. He's like, yes, I'm told not to come back. And so something that was smarter than us, and so we complied.
You know what? You got it, brother.
You got it. So and I don't know if he was buying into that, but it's just he's kind of like us. You take it all in, and you filter it out, and you just know that you don't know. You know what I mean? And,
right.
But it's kind of cool just to check it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the video here. And so can you see my screen? Looks like you can.
We can see your screen.
All right.
I'm gonna turn off the song.
Okay, cool, thanks. So again, this is a video from Bedtime Stories, and they've been really nice to us. They haven't muted us, so
appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate
thank you for not striking us.
Yeah,
like other channels do.
Like other channels,
InfoWars.
We be getting murked. Yeah, InfoWars. I'm like, but we're shouting you out. We're showing you love.
You know what though? Once we put them on the tag. Once we tag them, they're like, all right, bet. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Shell did say that. She said you need to tag them when you use their information, their videos. So, all right. So I'll go ahead and get this thing started. And let's check it out. Fair use, y'all. Let's get it.
It has been nearly 50 years since the last human being set foot upon the lunar surface. Were budget constraints really the driving force behind this decision, or was it something far more sinister? If the accounts of certain whistleblowers are to be believed, then it might just be that there is something on the moon.
No!
We do this every time. No cap.
Oh, wow. Random Rick, what up, baby boy?
Oh,
Thanks for joining.
Greatest cheese you could ever eat.
I love cheese too. Everybody, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Please and thank you.
History tells us that between 1969 and 1972, American astronauts completed a total of 6 successful landings on the surface of the moon. The last of these missions, Apollo 17, concluded on the 19th of December 1972, when Eugene Cernan, Harrison Schmitt, and Ronald Evans were recovered from the Pacific Ocean by the crew of the USS Ticonderoga. But despite a further 3 Apollo missions having been planned to follow on from this, no other manned expedition from any nation has since taken place.
Peculiar position, that's for sure.
The official justification behind this sudden reversal in NASA's lunar exploration program
I do
was
too.
a shift
I'll be
in
right
both
back.
the financial and political
I'm
landscapes.
letting this rock, though. Y'all rocking with me. We good.
At the height of the Cold War, America's victory in the space race, being the first major power to achieve a successful manned landing, provided Richard Nixon with the prestige and propaganda he needed over his Soviet rivals. But the overall costs of the program had rocketed from an initial estimate of $7 billion to well over 20, and this huge expenditure proved difficult to maintain. The technology available at the time only allowed for a period of mere hours on the moon's surface on each occasion, and with no natural resources or significant scientific material forthcoming from the first few trips, NASA found it impossible to secure the funding needed to carry out what remained of their program. With the landmark victory now achieved by the Western powers, Russia's passion for space exploration also cooled, and as subsequent missile treaties limited any further advancement in the field, dreams of a lunar colony were slowly relegated to the pages of science fiction. In the decades that followed, an intermittent stream of probes and robotic landers from nations such as India, China, and the USA have all been dispatched to different regions of our nearest heavenly body. The majority of these have ultimately ended up crashing into the lunar surface, either due to technical failure or after fulfilling their purpose. And yet, despite all of these expeditions, we know little more about the moon than we did at the start of the 1970s. Throughout the years that have passed since the sudden conclusion of the Apollo program, there have been several reports that the crews involved encountered more than just rock and dust. Stories of strange tracks observed on the ground near landing zones, mysterious objects seen floating in the sky, and imposing alien structures glimpsed way off in the distance have all emerged.
Bro, I think
in some cases, these claims are supported by poor quality and grainy photographs.
I'm hearing
in others,
I'm hearing it
audio
through your mic too.
What are you hearing?
I'm hearing it through your mic as well. Like I'm hearing the audio, like it's like an echo.
What the feezy?
I don't know how that happened, but like I muted you and I was like, oh yeah, I'm not tripping.
Did it go away?
When
you muted me?
Yeah, it went away when I muted you.
I don't have anything playing. Oh, my headphones might be up too loud.
Oh, that's wild. Okay.
I'll try that. Sorry, guys. Just give me 1 second.
Oh, no, you're good.
I will. That's live shows. Gotta love it. Let me check my audio. Audio USB. All right. Yeah, it's probably my headphones. All right, let's get it.
Files that have either been erased or edited are offered up as evidence of a conspiracy. Throughout all these stories, there is, however, a common thread.
Yeah.
The moon may already be home to existing residents, inhabitants who do not appreciate unwanted intrusions. In 2015, an article began to circulate on Reddit, purporting to be from a British psychologist, who had viewed confidential reports divulging that further moon landings had taken place since Apollo 17, and detailing exactly what had happened to them. And whilst there are many aspects of this alleged testimony that are either impossible to verify or comfortably easy to debunk, there are elements of it which commentators claim add credence to similar tales surrounding NASA's official landings. The anonymous source claimed that the astronauts of Apollo 17 had not traveled far from their landing site when they came across the shattered remains of another landing craft.
That's wild.
In addition to the severely damaged vehicle itself were the bodies of a number of cosmonauts, all of which appeared to be Soviet in origin. But it was not the unexpected appearance of this debris field that most shocked the.
Now, I know for a fact Pops would not be feeling that. We had a conversation, and I was telling him to check out For All Mankind. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but it's pretty dope. And I was telling Dad about it. I was like, yeah, it's another reality where we find out the Soviets got to the moon first. He was over it. He was like, yeah, I won't be checking that out. Because he lived through that, in that time. And so he knows how bad it was and how, he like, they used to have, have to wear a dog, or what is it? Those things, you know what I'm talking about? So
dog tags.
Dog tags, because they were always under constant threat of a nuclear war with Russia. So he wasn't feeling that. So I know he's not going to be feeling this right here.
So they're saying that cosmonauts
were already there.
Are there? That's the Russians who got.
Right.
Okay.
With basically saying they got there first. So, yeah.
Did they get there? Because they look like they did.
I mean, they
got to get out and get alive.
Right. Let's see here. Nathan White says there is no moon. It's all an illusion. It's all holographic. We're living. We're on a flat Earth as well. All right, I'll keep going, guys.
Astronauts. More that all of the wounds and damage inflicted upon the victims seem to have been caused by a physical assault of some kind, rather than any form of decompression or collision impact. The hull of the Russian spacecraft had been repeatedly torn and punctured by an unknown source, with the glass faceplates on the helmets of the dead cosmonauts all smashed in an identical fashion.
So something did this.
The American crew had immediately returned to their lander and requested permission to lift off again, only to be told that they had to remain on the ground for several more hours due to technical issues. During this time, they sent increasingly panicked radio transmissions, claiming they could see shadowy figures moving around on the hills outside, gradually making their way closer to the module.
Nathan, welcome, by the way.
This psychologist detailed that there was a joint British and Russian mission to return to the crash site in 1989, and that he had been asked to assist with debriefing the crew of this expedition when it returned home. The Russian lander successfully arrived in the vicinity of Apollo 17's landing zone in December of 1990, only for the crew to be attacked by unknown entities. This attack was watched in disbelief by their controllers at the Irkutsk launch site.
Holy smokes.
Before all contact with them was lost. Is the surface of the moon littered with the remains of previous landings, the existence of which has been covered up by the nations who secretly dispatched them there? There is evidence that Russia has yet to disclose the full extent of their endeavors in this direction. Personnel records of cosmonauts involved in the program were allegedly altered to hide the deaths of pilots involved in failed missions, and amateur radio enthusiasts claim to have monitored desperate transmissions from dying cosmonauts whose craft malfunctioned in orbit. Whilst orbiting the moon during May of 1969, Apollo 10 crew members Gene Cernan and John Young reported that they could hear strange noises emanating from the surface below. This phenomenon consisted of an eerie whistling sound, which the two men described as outer space music. Their controllers were at a loss to explain what the astronauts were hearing, and it is only in later years that the incident has been attributed to feedback generated between VHF transmitters situated in different parts of their spacecraft.
It should be in
Another strange tale surfaced after the conclusion of the Apollo 15 mission in July of 1971. Transcripts of radio transmissions which took place whilst crew members David Scott and James Irwin were outside their lander reveal that they stumbled across what appeared to be vehicle tracks at the base of Mount Hadley. They described these impressions as linear, running from east to west, and totally uniform in nature.
What do you think that was?
And yet, one of the most defining features of Apollo 15 is that it was the first expedition to be equipped with an experimental lunar rover.
So nobody has lunar rovers yet. Like no. So how did those tracks get there? What is that? Who was that? Was it the cosmonauts?
They didn't have that. Did they have? We're saying they were more innovative than we were then.
I mean, it was either them or something else. Water is not pink or red.
That's the flavored water.
It's flavored water, Shell. He's still on dry January.
It's blood.
Yeah,
drinking the blood of my enemies.
Are you worshiping the old gods?
Mm-hmm. Sacrifice.
Kobe's Old Testament all day long. All right, man, I'll get back to it.
It is, however, the claims that the crew of the iconic Apollo 11 mission reported multiple sightings of unidentified spacecraft and structures on the moon that have most captured the imagination of conspiracy theorists. The first of these encounters was reported only 3 days into their mission, when Commander Neil Armstrong requested clarification of where the third stage of the mission's Saturn V rocket was in relation to the main vessel. After a 3-minute delay, he was informed that the Jettison rocket housing should have been situated 6,000 miles behind the lunar module, which was still traveling away from Earth and towards the moon.
He's cheating. He broke.
Armstrong's subsequent reply to this information would create a ripple of confusion and uncertainty amongst the mission controllers. He had been notified by colleague Buzz Aldrin that something was traveling on a parallel course alongside their ship.
Bro.
Armstrong described the object as metallic, shaped like a cylinder, with what appeared to be a light source emanating from one end. After he had lost sight of the mysterious object, he had again asked NASA for clarification, and was informed it was possibly a loose piece of metal paneling, which may have been blown clear of the main booster.
Emanating light?
An even more disturbing radio conversation is believed to have taken place between Armstrong and the Houston Control Center in the immediate aftermath of his arrival on the moon. During a 2-minute period, where transmissions between the mission and its controllers had apparently failed, it is alleged that Armstrong had continued to transmit on a secondary radio channel, designed to monitor the health and welfare of the astronauts. Although not heard by the general public, it is claimed that transcripts from this channel show that Armstrong reported he could see metallic objects at the edge of a nearby crater.
It was emitting its own light.
He described buildings that led down under the moon's surface, and what appeared to be metallic vehicles parked up in lines outside these constructs.
So what is that?
Although he supposedly took many pictures with his chest-mounted camera, these images have never been published. As he was ordered to withdraw to the lander, he was then asked if he had managed to deploy the scientific equipment he had been tasked with. He replied that he had, but was concerned that the occupants of the craft he had seen were observing him and would easily remove the items he had just positioned. In the years since the Apollo 11 mission, a number of witnesses have come forward, claiming that when they had challenged Armstrong on the sighting in private, he had freely admitted it to them, on the grounds that they did not record the conversation. He is alleged to have expressed great apprehension and fear about the craft he encountered, believing that they were trying to actively warn humans away from any further exploration of the moon.
Don't come back.
I wonder why.
The deaths of 2 prominent ufologists in October of 2018 have recently generated a great deal of speculation within the media. Although apparently unrelated, both men were former members of the United States military and had risen to prominence on the basis of allegations they had made regarding NASA and how it had concealed evidence of extraterrestrial life on the surface of the moon. Bob Dean had served as a sergeant major in the US Army and had spent the majority of the 1960s stationed at various military facilities on the European mainland. During this time, he claimed that NASA had secretly destroyed up to 40 rolls of film which had been shot by the astronauts of the Apollo 11 mission. So underhand were the tactics allegedly deployed by the space agency. Dean often joked that the acronym secretly stood for Never a Straight Answer. In addition to this claim, Dean also stated that during his time in the army, he had read a top-secret dossier which evaluated the potential threat to humanity by extraterrestrial invaders. This document contained photographs of a number of downed alien spacecraft, and the findings from the autopsies which had later taken place on their pilots.
I didn't see it.
Within a week of Dean's death at his home in Tucson on October the 11th, authorities in Lansing, New York, were called to the scene of a fatal traffic accident. A 74-year-old cyclist named Carl Wolf had been crushed to death when he had been hit by a tractor. Not only was Wolf a former U.S. Air Force sergeant, but he was also a whistleblower who claimed to have seen terrifying evidence proving there were indeed aliens on the moon. In 1965, Wolf had been stationed at Langley Air Force Base in Virginia, specializing as an electronics technician.
Don't ever change, bro.
His primary duty was the evaluation and repair of various photographic systems which had been deployed by the Air Force during the Vietnam conflict. But one day, he found himself temporarily reassigned to NASA's Lunar Orbiter project. Wolf described how he reported to a nondescript hangar on the far side of the base, which was largely occupied by scientists and translators dressed in civilian clothing.
Yeah, that moon was off the chain.
He was led to a room where he met another airman, who explained that NASA was having issues producing photographs from the most recent lunar mission, as one of their developing machines was malfunctioning. Having worked with his colleague to locate and rectify the fault, Wolf was amazed to see a series of images from what appeared to be the lunar landscape, complete with a whole city of mysterious alien structures. He described having seen towers, domes, and mushroom-shaped buildings, all allegedly situated on the dark side of the moon. The NCO had been stunned by what he had witnessed, and had fully expected that he would be hearing about the discovery on the evening news. But as weeks turned into months, he eventually realized that the government had no intention of revealing the existence of the alien city to the world. In 2001, along with 20 other former servicemen and intelligence officials, he finally went public with his story. Certainly, many photographs sent back by probes in orbit around the moon show some interesting anomalies, with lights appearing in craters and the apparent depiction of unnatural structures, some of which are several miles high. There are also those who assert that the moon may not even be a natural satellite at all. At least
the thing about that is that, like, go ahead, bro.
Did he say several miles high?
Yeah, so that's in a crater. I'm like trying to say, well, maybe the flash of the picture. I don't know what that is, bro. Yeah, I don't know. That's what it is. It's like some things you squeeze into your water. But no, man, that shit's crazy. That is crazy.
I mean, several miles high, bro. Like, I'm looking at it on my other screen because it's closer.
So they're like orbiting the planet.
Right. Well, they're orbiting the what are you talking about?
Sorry.
Yeah, the moon. Yeah. Well, yeah, this is crazy. Is that a term for aliens? No. What?
Whoa.
Whoa. Yo. Hey, yo. 50 cents water, so good. Oh, okay.
Vitamin water? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll keep going. That's wild, though. Several miles high. It's in the crater.
It's like a little city.
It's not in the most conventional sense.
Right. Like right there.
Yeah.
Some commentators believe that the surface of the moon is merely an external shell for something far more sinister, such as a space station or gigantic alien spacecraft. The claim is similar to that of the Hollow Earth theory, whose supporters believe that there is a vast network of tunnels and caverns under the Earth's surface, which humanity is unaware of. As evidence of their claims, hollow moon theorists point to data produced by seismometers which were left on the moon's surface by each of the Apollo missions.
It's perfectly a third size of the Earth, too,
Between 1972 and 1977,
which is
these instruments recorded a series of geological movements underneath the lunar landscape, all of which varied in scale and intensity. During the Apollo 12 mission, the decision was made to deliberately crash the ascent stage of the crew's lunar module back onto the surface. In the aftermath of this, monitoring stations back on Earth recorded a strange reverberation that continued for an hour.
That's crazy.
Apparently, the moon rang like a bell. For subscribers of the hollow moon theory, this is evidence of vibrations echoing around huge spaces, buried beneath the thin layer of rock and dust we see. As we sift through the various stories that have emerged from the Apollo program, it is ostensible that there may well have been events and occurrences on the moon's surface which defy conventional explanation. In some of these cases, NASA has provided varying degrees of justification. In others, either by action or inaction, they have allowed evidence which might have assisted in divining the truth to be destroyed.
Us gingers have words also, just
in
not
reality,
mainstream.
the physical
This
and
is
mental
just a new
stress
one for me.
produced
We
during the
need
lunar
more
missions
alien
may be a
words.
factor and could have affected the psychology of those involved.
That
In the
word is
large
not new
number
to
of
us. We've
reported
been using that for about
incidents,
15 years.
the experiences of the astronauts can easily be attributed to optical illusions
I would
and the
love to know
unforeseen
y'all-
failure
y'all's,
of the
y'all's
equipment and
words,
material
man.
they were utilizing.
What are the ginger words?
And yet, the public imagination continues to be captured by stories of sinister lunar residents. Perhaps there is indeed some truth behind the rumors, and in the decades to come, we will discover that we do indeed steal neighbors we were previously unaware of.
I can't wait to go to one.
And if that is the case, we can only hope they do not object to sharing this little corner of the galaxy
I don't know that.
with the human race.
They don't want you on the moon, shit.
Yeah, they don't want us there.
Right.
So
do they want to share it? I don't know.
Right. So thank you again to Bedtime Stories for hooking us up. We appreciate that. I will stop sharing that.
And bro, play that video I put right under the IG video, and it's like a video of the moon surface, and like these UAPs are on it. I don't know if it's real or not, but it made me think about it. That's one of my things I like that archive.
Do we get lost? Am I still on? Okay.
Yeah, you're on.
What's it? Skibbity moon.
Skibbity moon.
We also use the word ninjas. But yeah, give me some ginger words. All right, so let me share this screen here. All right, let's check this out. So what is this again, Kobe?
They spot these like spacecrafts flying like over the moon. You'll see it's weird.
That does not look like us.
What you mean?
Oh, because it's a thing. Never mind.
You see those like dots?
Oh, right here.
Like a shadow on it. Yeah.
There.
It's down there. Yeah.
Oh, that's legit. You can see the shadows. Yeah, I
don't know, man. Like watching this video and seeing that video, it's interesting.
It's a lot of weird things. Not weird thing. Have you thrown these up yet? Tickle show. Is that on the Ocelot? Is that on the Ocelot group? That is one I can say. Oh, okay. You were a ninja once. Okay. That's his moon dandruff. Oh boy, it's something, that's for sure.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know really what to think about that. The moon is very strange, it's very odd. You know, we stopped going, and now we're going to Mars. Well, why is that? You know what I mean? So hold on, my headphones are jacked up, but I don't know. And then there was a guy. I think I showed the clip. Did I show the clip in the?
Yeah, at in our
side quest? Because there was a guy. I don't know if I showed this. There's a guy who did a Freudian slip. I don't know if I'm saying that word, but he was talking about how he and was it Buzz Arm? Was it Buzz? Was it Buzz? I can't remember if it was Buzz or the other guy, but he said, yeah, you know, we want to go back to Mars. And then they just kind of just kept talking. It was like, well, wait, do you mean the moon or do you mean Mars? Was it either Neil Armstrong or Buzz Aldrich or whatever? But yeah, I don't know. Wait, what? What does that mean?
The boy means. I'm using that from now on.
Yeah. What's up? Thistle boy. Okay.
Yo, thistle boy.
Like, what is that? It's not good. I'll tell you that.
They are silly. I'll be cracking up.
Yeah. Thistle ass boy.
Still have my uniform. Yeah, man. Yeah, and then there was something else. Wasn't that the same guy that you showed me? He was talking about how they had seen things on the moon or something like that.
Yeah. Same one. So I don't think he's alive now, but yeah. It's some crazy stuff, man. When these astronauts who have actually been to the moon, and I know a lot of people think that the moon landing is fake and all that stuff. Whatever, you know, you have the right to believe in what you want to believe. I think it's more so. I know Billy Carson is very popular right now, but I think it's more so we've been to the moon, but we lied about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we went, but not in the way that you think we went.
Right.
So,
okay.
There's a movie on, I believe it's on Apple right now called "Fly Me to the Moon," where it's starring two characters from no, I don't think. Yeah, for the Marvel movies. It's what's his face and Black Widow. But anyways, and that's about them. If they didn't go to the moon, this is the film that they would show. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Like to show that they went to the moon. So, anyways, but yeah, guys. So that is the dissertation for tonight. I'll let Kobe handle those comments.
And boy,
we are going to move on to our next segment, which is Game for the Gang. The next segment, we just play some videos that we think are important. We're not sure we believe in all of it, but we think it's something to think about. So, what did Shell say? This boy is about to be in my next round. Jeez. All right, I'll make sure I'll write that in the new song that we are working on. So, the first video that I'm gonna show is called Memory Wipe. So you guys take a look and a listen and let me know what you think about this.
And don't forget, I meant to tell you about my I want to tell you my first experience about my HemiSync experience. So don't forget, yeah, it was pretty dope. My HemiSync, the HemiSync like gateway thing I'm doing.
Oh yeah. Okay, bet. Yeah. Definitely. Okay. All right. So check this out.
5,500 years ago, during the Sumerian Egypt invasions, human DNA was scrambled, unplugged, and there was human memory wipe by the negative aliens, if you want to call it Anunnaki or fallen angelics. There's been 3 memory wipes, and this was the latest one. And so how did they do this, and why did they do this? So they did this by taking over Stargate 4 in Egypt. And if you take over Stargate number 4, which is the heart chakra, dimension 4, DNA strand 4, they created an artificial 5D wormhole in Saqqara, Egypt. And they started to run, whoever controls the Stargate controls the flow of information that comes through that portal. And they started running scrambled codes into the planetary morphogenetic fields. And so these scrambled codes literally would appear with the fire lettering in the DNA strands of human beings. So it scrambled the human race memory, and humanity in essence got cut off from dimensions 4, 5, and 6, got cut off from its memory. And every DNA strand actually holds cellular memory. So it forgot. It got cut off from its higher sensory perception. It got cut off from its soul. It got cut off from its natural ascension timelines. And now they scrambled the human DNA, and they made humanity forget 5,500 years ago. And then they started creating and promoting a false history. So they rewrote history, and they started saying that the most ancient records are the Sumerian tablets from 5,500 years ago. And they started promoting a false father god religion, and that the Jehovian Anunnaki, that's where the word Jehovah comes from, are the creator gods of humanity. So in essence, they took over Stargate 4, scrambled the human DNA by running scrambled codes, a white blank slated human memory, and then they started promoting a false father god religion such as Jehovah and the Anunnaki. The fallen draconian based Roman Catholic Church started to get involved as well, and they started indoctrinating humanity by taking over and influencing through the church the political environment and the leaders of that time into patriarchal domination, violent religions, sexual misery programming, and recycling of souls on the astral plane, and many other modalities and methods they instituted to start a mind control plan for patriarchal domination and continued enslavement of all of humanity. And let me remind you, they're doing this because through repeated free will choice, they cut themselves off from source. And if you cut yourselves off from the source of all energy, you need to parasitize energy, put yourself as a false creator god, change the base 12 code to base 10 code, and create mind control programs, because whoever controls the mind controls the soul. And they're feeding off of the fear and the energy that they're creating through elaborate mechanisms. And so this plan is, continuously running these mind control programs, and it's culminating into the proposed plan of 2030, the One World Order plan, which, Klaus Schwab and his homies meet in the World Economic Forum to discuss every year. So the fallen angelics also utilized humans to write the Bible. Let me repeat that. The fallen angelics utilized human beings to write the Bible at the Council of Nicaea.
That happened.
And who was there? Do your own research.
Constantine.
The Church of Rome represented all of these Jehovah and Anunnaki. They all came together, and they chose 80% truth, 20% distortion, and to create a manuscript, which is the most popular book in the world, to religious mind control from the Jehovian Anunnaki. And they wrote the Armageddon software and crucifixion implants to block the pineal gland, to institute fear, and to make angelic humans give their energy and power outside of themselves to a false creator god. And they did this by inserting holographic inserts to project into mind control using negative alien technology. The Draconians from the Orion group also infiltrated the Church of Rome, and they used the false crucified Christ figure, false father god religion of the Jehovah, to wage psychological and spiritual warfare and mind control and brainwash humanity through religious fear, persecution, ultimately to try to get them into enslavement. And check this out. The Armageddon story in the Christian Bible, as discussed in the book of Revelation, is based on the Atlantean cataclysm. Remember Atlantis, there was a fall of Atlantis. This cellular memory is still alive in celestial human beings. And so the Armageddon story in Revelation is based on the Atlantean cataclysm and its reptilian software being used to torment humans from their cellular memories of Atlantis and Lemuria, where massacres happened in Lemuria and Atlantis. And so we have this cellular memory, though they cut the 4th, 5th, and 6th stranded DNA off, they're using the biblical story of Revelation to reawaken that fear-based terminology of Armageddon to try to once again control humanity and feed off humanity through fear. Good news, this 26,000 year cycle, dark age, where we forgot, where we were told that there's false creator gods, Father God, patriarchal domination is slowly starting to unwind, because the truth, we're on another cycle now. We're entering to another cycle, and the core frequency of Mother Earth, the human resonance, is increasing. Some call it the golden age, the return cycle to source. And as this starts happening, we start to remember. And in the ceremonies that I actually facilitate, the Heart Protocol, some people are starting to remember their Atlanteus and reawaken their Atlantis cellular memory. For every DNA strand that is accreted, they start having a cellular memory. And people in the middle of their ceremonies are literally saying, I'm having a DNA strand upgrade. And their higher sensory perception comes online. Their cellular memory that was wiped from them starts coming back online, and they start remembering. And people are having visions of flying into Atlantis on spaceships. People are having visions of the times they talk to dolphins. People are having visions of the time as a high priestess in Atlantis. And we're starting to remember and starting to actually rewrite these past timelines into a timeline that Atlantis is still rising. And we are remembering that we are who we've been looking for. We do not need a middleman, a religion, or a guru. G-U-R-U. And we're starting to rebalance our matriarchal and paternal beings into one, and remember our codes that we are source. All things flow from source, all things return to source, and all things are now bathing in source. And the sacred law of one and the law of holarchy, not hierarchy, is coming back, because eventually the truth will always be revealed. And higher oscillation entrains lower vibration, and love wins. Shout out to Lisa Renee for transcribing this information on Ascension Glossary. New Earth, let's go. So approximately.
All right, bro.
And watch our 21st century video.
Yeah, can we talk about this?
I'll be right back.
Okay. So, anyways, that is basically, he's basically just talking about a reawakening of us as humans. So I don't know if I buy everything that he's saying, and he said a lot. He really did. And this is not a show where we poo-poo on religions and beliefs and faiths like that. But we do want to know the history of how these things started and why they exist. And if you pay attention, you can see that there are little nuggets in there showing that we probably weren't the first civilization of man, that there have been other civilizations, and most of these civilizations were more advanced than us. Nathan White said, ha, say it loud. Y'all silly. But Kobe and I think that if we're not the fourth, we're the fifth or the sixth civilization of man. If you guys have never watched the Knowledge of the Forever Time, it's on YouTube. You can check it out. Not all the episodes are on there. 1 or 2 are missing, but it's really good by Damon T. Berry. And he's no longer around. We don't know where he is now. He came out with this stuff. It was on Amazon Prime. They took it off, and now it's on YouTube, but you don't get all the episodes on there. And there's some key episodes that is missing off of YouTube. But he talks about this, of how there have the human beings on Earth, they go through this cycle, and then once they reach a certain potential, good or bad, they're harvested. I don't know what that means when it comes to harvested. Is that Armageddon? Are they wiped out, or are they taken and they're brought, to another planet, another dimension? I don't know. I don't know if he really ever broke that down. Kobe, do you remember him ever breaking that down, like
Um,
specifically what
he
that
he
is?
just said that we can harvest it. And I think it may not be anything physical. It may be just like your consciousness getting clipped,
Right.
not when you actually reach your full potential.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they do talk in the Christian Bible. They do talk about a rapture, and the rapture is just like you're basically getting harvested.
Yeah,
You go up. It says, if you guys have seen any of the movies and the Hollywood, their versions of it. I mean, you basically just your soul just gets taken. I mean, your whole
yeah,
body, well, your whole body gets taken, right? It's just
yeah,
clothes on the ground.
yeah. It was called what was that show called? It
Left
wasn't called
Behind was
Left
Left
Behind,
Behind.
and rapture wasn't isn't in the Bible. That word rapture is not in the
Yeah,
Bible.
the word rapture, is it not? Was it not a note that they added to it, or
They added rapture like in the 80s or 90s from that show,
okay,
but it wasn't.
okay,
Yeah, that's not a. Yeah, they don't really just call it that.
yeah,
And yeah, I agree with you,
I
Nate.
like
I
what
don't
you're
think
saying.
I think we're meant. I don't know. I go back and forth on that one. I think we're meant here to learn and build the consciousness of man, or not even man, but like just living species, because we're all connected. I mean, I don't know, man. If you think about it, it makes sense how if you look at like what we're made up of, we're all connected from.
Yeah, we're all connected, and either
Yeah,
just avatars that we use
yeah,
to traverse this reality that we're in. Yeah, so I I feel it's kind of two sided. You know what I'm saying? Like the human being, like these bodies that we are here to live in this reality. This is a very harsh environment for us. You know what I'm saying? Just on
yeah,
this planet, which leads me to believe, well, we probably weren't meant for this planet, and then also just as the spirit, this is kind of where you go to upgrade yourself. This
mm,
is You're playing on. You and I've talked about this before. You're playing on expert mode, in the game, or the simulation. You know what I'm saying?
you're
Like,
right.
you could go somewhere else and upgrade yourself, learn, do better, and feed that back to the source, where it's a lot easier. But you come here to Earth, three-dimensional reality, uh, as this physical being where you have to eat, you got to sleep, you have to have a dwelling, uh, you have to, you got to shoot out waste. You know what I'm saying? Like, "Dang, can I just eat and be cool? My body just uses up everything." Nah, you gotta spit that out.
I mean,
The stuff
yeah, I
that you don't
mean,
use.
think about plants. Plants waste is oxygen. Like, why couldn't we, or trees? I mean, why couldn't we?
Right.
Well, like, yeah, like I don't know. I think just
Yep. Shell.
just going
Yep.
through everything, I think we are the aliens. Um, I mean, aliens to what? Aliens to the solar system?
To this
Aliens to
planet,
the
I think she
planet?
means as a physical being.
Because I think that we are. I mean, it's pretty much been said. Like, I don't know if there's. We're not saying. How am I saying this, Rashad? We know there's other humanoids here. That's a
Right.
fact.
Yep.
And we know those humanoids were more adapted to this climate than we were.
Yep.
And if you go based on Moore's law, human DNA is 9 billion years old.
Hmm.
Earth is only 4.5 billion years old.
Right.
So, based on the theory of Moore's law, we will be aliens to this planet in some way.
Right. Because our DNA didn't, according to Moore's law, like you said, this is just a theory. Our DNA couldn't have originated from this
Are
planet.
we alien at just a physical being? Are we the aliens of being? Hmm.
I think we're both and.
I mean, I don't even think our full self is even in this dimension. I think we are probably playing part of ourselves here. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I don't think that they're full of self. I think there's more to us than just like. Remember me? You were talking about our name.
Right.
Like that's what we call ourselves, but is that really our name?
That's not really our name. Our name was given to us by our
Yeah.
parents,
Right.
but we don't know who our
So
true name is because you know we we don't even know where we came from. Negative 20 degrees this week. We would die from it. Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. And there are animals out there currently in those conditions and not dying from exposure.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I
Why?
don't know. I don't know.
And like you get like you get insects that die when it gets cold and stuff like that, whatever. But
Sure.
they're able to go on, because they have eggs and whatever the heck they do, you know what I'm saying, during the
Yeah.
winters and hibernate, whatever, you know what I'm saying, and then they first like it's super cold out. The conditions are harsh, yet we still have to go to work every day. We don't get to hibernate. You know what I'm saying? Like the world goes on, the human world goes on. So,
Old
the
and
old
the
and
die
young
young.
die. Yep.
Old and young die. Yeah.
Oh, as
It's
far as
really
as far as
weird.
the animals are
Yeah.
concerned, yeah,
Right.
yeah, I can see that. But though those who are in their prime survive.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a very interesting theory, and like you said, like he spit out a lot of facts. Like when the Christian religion came about, and they created the Bible. At Naka, Constantine was involved, or not Nicaea. I think it was Nicaea, and Constantine was over all that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Um, and I want to address this. Yeah, I honestly never thought about certain things. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Because we know
Mhm,
now that our consciousness can. There is actually scientists saying that your consciousness can go to different dimensions.
right,
So it goes back to what I said before. Then we also, in my opinion, we understand that we are just isn't who we all are right here. If you can travel to different dimensions with your consciousness, that means your consciousness is probably in those dimensions as well. That
right.
means you're traveling into places that you're fully not here. You're like you were. I mean, I don't know, man.
It's
Like,
almost like you put on a virtual reality headset,
yeah, yeah,
but you don't remember doing it.
yeah.
If that makes any sense.
And you're playing this part here when your other part of your consciousness, or other part of you, is playing another game over here doing stuff like I don't know, man. I just think
Yeah,
I think we're bigger than what we are.
deeper than rap.
Yeah.
Deeper than rap. So before we get too deep, y'all, 'cause we can stay on that subject forever. I'll go to the next video here. Um,
Well, this one kinda goes into this too a little bit, but go ahead.
it does. It does low key. Uh, so I will jump over here and tell me what y'all think.
Might actually be written into our DNA? Think about it. Every masterpiece carries the artist's signature somewhere, and this discovery
So you say basically it's God's name written to our DNA. It
God's
gets
name in
the
our
video
DNA.
started. Right.
Yeah.
suggests the same might be true for humanity. A group of American researchers uncovered a strange and consistent numerical sequence within our DNA, 10.5.6.5. Intrigued by its repetition,
The
they
unknown
decided
is
to
always
explore
scary.
further by correlating these numbers with the Hebrew alphabet. The results were astonishing. The sequence translated to Yod-He-Vav-He, which is the Hebrew name for God, Yahweh. This remarkable find suggests that the human body, with its 37 trillion cells, might carry the Creator's signature at a molecular level. It's as if every cell from our bones to our skin holds a mark of the divine. This discovery has left many in awe, sparking conversations about the connection between science and faith. Could this be a wild coincidence? Or is it a deliberate sign of God's handiwork in creation? God's name might actually be written into our DNA? Think about it.
It's
Every
All right,
repeating.
all right. So it's just a video, just repeat. So,
I
just
wanna
some.
I wanna talk about this. It makes
Yeah,
sense. It's scary. Why did it scare you? Because for me, I find more comfort in knowing that we're probably I don't know, we're probably gonna see our loved ones in your next You know what I mean? Wherever you
Mm.
go, you're gonna because we're not like we don't die, and so well, our energy die like we die here, but your energy doesn't stop. So I don't know. It makes
Right.
me and you start putting things like God has written His name on your DNA. You know, like the memory wipe conversation we just looked at. I don't know, man. It
Mm.
makes me fear less than fear more.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you on that, but it's very scary to somebody who's never thought about it. You know what I'm saying? And
That's true.
who
Yeah.
doesn't truly understand it because most people see death as the end. But see, what you and I have always preached on this show is that these bodies are just our ways to traverse this 3D fractal holographic reality. It's just to traverse it. It's like if you're gonna get on the freeway, you're not gonna walk on the freeway to get to where you need to get to if you got these cars going at 70, 80, 90 miles per hour. You know what I'm saying? You have to get
Right.
into a what?
A car, a vehicle.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
that's how you traverse the highway or the freeway. And so that's the it's in it's you're playing a virtual reality game or just any game, whatever, you have to have a controller and you have to have your game system, and then you have to have an avatar in the game or character in the game or whatever you want to call it to traverse that game. And once you die in the game, you don't die. You keep going. You know what I'm saying? You just restart the game. You just reboot or not reboot, but
Mhm.
what do you call it? Respawn. You know what I'm saying?
There's
So
train of thought that you don't really die. Like people say, like there's a guy I watched. He was like, "There's things that happened to me where I thought I died and I avoided it." And what if I really did die in that situation? And you put it in the terms of a video game, you don't die. It doesn't end until the game's over. You
right.
respawn, you come back, you can replay that mission or whatever the case might be. I don't know, man. That's creepy.
Mm.
I mean, not creepy, but like, what if you're playing the game you play, the very thing your life is right now?
Yeah, I honestly, man, I think that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And like Shell said, that's how I see it. I see it as the end, so I fear death. Well, it's not. It's not the end because what was before. So my question to you: do you think that you started when you were born?
Mm.
Because I never thought that. I never thought that I started when I was born.
I've
Uh,
never, yeah. Once I became conscious, and I think maybe religion did this to me. But I
mhm,
think as a kid, I took religion and made it what I wanted it to be. And I always thought, even as a child, that I was somewhere else before I came here. Like
yeah.
even as like a baby, I thought that 'cause they said God made you in heaven, and
Hmm.
then you came down here, so I always, and I don't know if that's based off religion, but I've always had that mindset. Like I don't know, I never like, do I fear death? The one thing I fear is that is it if it's nothing after it. I guess that's the one thing I do fear. I fear like when
Right.
you die and just like whatever, like you meant nothing. That's what I do fear. But I don't think that's the case. And the more you look at religion, American look at history,
Mm.
and like look at science, it's trying to tell you that yeah, you're here for a reason, and I don't know what that is though, but you're here for a reason.
Yeah. And it could be minute or small to somebody else. You know what I'm saying, or to
Yeah.
you even. But I do truly believe that everybody's here for a reason because millions didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? That but we're the ones that did. It's from a gospel song. Um, I'm look. I'm not that lyrically inclined off the dome. But Shell says I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out, and that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
yeah. That's that
We
that's
don't
fine.
know.
We don't
We
know.
don't know either.
No, no, we don't know. We just find it um uh you know, it's very interesting and fascinating
I
that
mean,
these things exist. Because again, I don't think that I started the day I was born. I don't I
and I
don't I
find
don't
death
believe that.
interesting. You're not labeled dead until you're brain dead, until you lose the opportunity to experience. So
Which is what?
your body, then from that, you take it to a spiritual connection. You know
Mm,
you're more than just your body because you're not pronounced dead until you're brain dead.
Right.
You're not dead until then. If your brain is still active, you're
Mhm.
technically still alive. You can be not moving, talking, all of the above, and you're still technically alive because you're still experiencing reality. The minute your
Right.
brain dead, you're considered dead.
Yeah.
That means to me more than just like your brain dead, like your soul had went somewhere else. Essentially.
Yeah. Well, I mean, think about it. Where do you go when you fall asleep? That's just practicing
Um,
death. Where are you? Because you're not in
yeah,
your body.
no, you're not. And you can feel things in dreams sometimes. And
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
if you man, I'm telling you, bro, do that him sync. I mean, I'm
Okay.
not that far
So
in it yet, but
since we're on it, since we're on the subject of that, tell us. We can kind of break up game for the gang,
I don't
and just
know.
tell us about your experience with that.
My experience is you'll be listening. It's called hemisphere sync. What this thing is supposed to do is sync both of your brains together. And
Uh,
there's
Like,
like
what do you
different
mean? What do you mean? Both of your brains, your right and your left?
your right and left hemispheres of your brains
Okay.
start to work together. And what it does is like you'll be like I did it yesterday morning,
Mm.
and what happens is you'll be asleep and you got this stuff going on. It's making these noises, and then it's something kind of coaching you along in mind,
It's like a
and you
sound
snap,
frequency.
huh?
It's a sound frequency.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
sound frequency. Yep. It's like a certain hertz, and you'll snap back awake whenever he talks. You could be like, okay, now do like, and you'll drift off. You'll think, oh man, I fall asleep. Don't fall asleep. The minute you think you're asleep, he'll talk. You'll come right back to it. And it's like these breathing exercises, and like you start to feel like more like I don't know. It's hard to like in your head. Like, you can feel more aware of things going on, and like
Mm.
I'm gonna let you know more about it because like the next one is to like how to like have an alert mind, but like a tired like be asleep. That's
Hmm.
my next like thing. So I'm gonna let you
Okay.
know. You're supposed to help you open up gateways and be able to control your energy.
I'm trying to open up the pineal gland.
Yeah.
And that makes okay. So Shell says, I'm just thinking about my dad, and he was okay, and I knew he was going to be okay. I really wish I knew his mindset to put him at peace. I think that would make us understand better. Yeah, and I've tried to explain this to Shell. She just doesn't believe me. I'm trying to break it down for her. She's just like, you just talking this talk. You know how it is, man. Like, if you're the person you're around all the time, your parent, your significant other, they tell you something, you just kind of just wave it off. But somebody else tells you, then you listen. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, and it makes you think about things, and I'm in the paranormal too and stuff like that. But if we're talking about what we're talking about, right? We're talking about, your conscience will leave and stuff like that.
mm,
And people talk about their house being haunted and it being, a spirit or being like people say with my loved one.
mm.
I don't think it's your loved one. That's not that's someone, but sometimes I think
I think sometimes it
it
is.
it is. So I'm not quite sure how that works. Maybe the loved one who has some hyper power, they can come and dabble in our reality and go back to their reality. I don't know. We'll
Don't
know
know.
when we die, obviously, but there's other spirits who get stuck here.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like, why? Like, you know what I mean? So I'm wondering
Mm.
when I die how that works out. Like, how I ain't gonna be here. You ain't gonna see me.
Mm-mm.
So I
I'm
don't know how
out.
it's gonna work.
Yeah, look, guys. Don't look too deep into this, but I don't want to be
Yeah,
here now. Okay,
yeah.
so
Right.
I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I went through it. When I became an adult, I was like, yeah, this isn't fun at all. This is trash. But no. So and I'm gonna go back to like when we're dreaming, where are we? Because I had an entity in my house way back when I lived that spot in Minneapolis, and in my dream I could see the entity for what it was, what it looked like. But if I was awake, in this reality, right, I can only see a shadow.
Hmm.
But I could see it specifically for what this entity looked like. It was a person. You know what I'm saying? I could see what it looked like, had all the details down. And then the person we talk about this all the time, the person who moved into the house after me
Yeah.
saw it in their waking moment and described it exactly how I described it. But they were awake when they saw it.
That's the creepiest story. That's the
It's
creepy story.
It's creepy AF, right?
Yeah.
So that told me, it's like, okay, you were in another reality, another dimension, another form of existence when you were asleep.
But
Your
that
consciousness.
entity, like I was saying before, I'm on the fence about if that's your loved one or not, because that entity you knew was actually attached to a demon.
If
So,
it
like,
was the same thing, and I think it was.
you think it was, yeah, so that's what I'm saying. And remember that thing I don't remember that one time we were talking about like how, or did I send it to you or resend it to me? Where they're saying that humans are actually the demons, like human spirits are the demons, or something like that.
I think you sent it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man, I gotta get this Twitch figured out. Get these bots off of here.
Oh,
Anyways,
yeah, those bots, yeah.
But yeah, so I know we're getting too deep in the weeds, but I know people are like, man, get to the next video. But
get to the next video.
I don't know. I think there's more to our spirit and more to like our DNA and science. I think the further you get into this, the more they're starting to kind of come together. So I don't know. It's getting kind of crazy out here. But like when you told me about Earth being older, and I was like, wow, I don't believe that. But then I did see that Earth is just about as old as, or sorry, when you said the moon was older than Earth, and I didn't believe it. Then it said, well, the moon is old as Earth is. I'm like, man, it's getting deeper and deeper.
Yeah, and the moon is it's perfect. It is perfect for Earth.
Yeah, we wouldn't be here.
Perfect. No, we wouldn't be here without the moon.
So,
right.
I don't know what's going on, man.
Yeah, it's wild. So we'll go ahead and get to the next video. You know, we lost some viewers, so it's all good.
Yeah.
We'll keep going here. Check this out. This is, are we living in a simulation?
In a simulation, it would make sense that our reality is rendered the same way. And we could test this.
Wait, well, what do you mean we can test this?
Specifically, we can use the double slit experiment. Here's how it goes. If we fire particles in a straight line at a screen, after passing through a single slit, we would expect to see this clumping pattern on the screen. If we try this with a wave, we expect to see a pattern like this, where particles are most dense in the middle of the screen but radiate outward, similar to the clumping pattern. When we add a second slit, it starts to get fun. When the waves pass through the double slit, each slit creates its own wave. When those waves intersect, they cancel each other out. That creates a pattern like this. It's called an interference pattern. So particles passing through two slits create clumping patterns. Waves through two slits creates an interference pattern. Make sense?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Good. If we fire electrons through the slit, we see the clumping pattern as expected. An electron has mass, so it's a tiny bit of matter. So if we fire electrons through two slits, we should see two clumps. But we don't. We see the wave interference pattern. This shouldn't be happening. What's going on here? For years, scientists assumed that the electrons were colliding with each other, causing the wave pattern. But in the 60s, the experiment was modified so that only one electron at a time was fired through the slits. There was no way the electrons could interact with each other. Yet we still see an interference pattern. Scientists wanted to see what was causing this, so they added a detector to observe electrons as they pass through the slits. That's when things go from weird to paranormal. As soon as the detectors were installed, the interference pattern went away and the clumping pattern returned. Take the detectors away and the wave interference pattern is back.
But that's a different result to what we had earlier. So here's the last bit of sneakiness that we can play with atoms. Surely now, you know, we're going to get to grips with it. Leave the detector there, but just very quietly go and unplug it. Don't let the atoms know that you're not spying on them. Run the experiment again. Now, if you can explain this using common sense and logic, do let me know, because there's a Nobel Prize for you.
It's as if the particles are aware they're being observed. Then physicist John Wheeler had an idea. He called it the delayed choice experiment. How it works is photons are projected through the double slit, but the detector is not activated until after they pass through the slit. but before they impact the screen. Photons were emitted as waves, passed through the slits as waves, but when the waves were observed before hitting the screen, they suddenly behaved like particles again. Still don't think there's an intelligence at work? Well, what Wheeler's experiment showed is that even though the electrons started as waves but behaved like particles after being observed, at the moment the decision to observe them was made, the electrons recorded themselves as having passed through the slits as particles. The electrons changed their state by going back in time.
Time travel.
I personally find that I gravitate more towards the information theoretic point of view and believing that the universe that I exist in is a very good, high-quality simulation.
Now, this experiment is happening on a table in a lab, a very short distance. So what happens when we observe light coming from vast distances, like, say, a galaxy 100 million light years away? If light from a distant galaxy is projected through the double slit, it creates the wave interference pattern. But if we push those photons through a measuring apparatus to observe them, the wave again collapses all the way back to its source. This is called retrocausality. Simply by choosing to observe the photons this way, they reach back through time 100 million years and alter their state on the other side of the galaxy. But like a video game engine, it only does this if we're looking. Even though our universe is full of galaxies, those galaxies may not actually be there. If we're living in a simulation, then stars and galaxies could simply be projections, and only when we get up close would those projections become more detailed. This is an excellent way to save computational resources. And because we're stuck with the hard limit of the speed of light, getting to far off places is really difficult. Limiting the speed of light is a useful rule to have in place. Quantum mechanics like the double slit experiment and quantum entanglement only make sense if there's a program at work, because only the program can ignore the laws of physics and ignore the concept of time itself. If we live in a simulation, it would make sense that our reality is the same way. And we could test this.
Wait, well, what do you mean we can test this?
Specifically, we can use the double slit experiment. Here's how it goes. If we fire particles in a straight line at a screen, after passing through a single slit, we would expect to see this pattern on the screen. If we try this with a wave, we expect to see a pattern like
this. Oh, my bad. Did we already do this?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was working on something. My bad.
You good? That's what I was telling you.
So
that's weird.
Yeah, so I mean, in a nutshell, this thing changes its program. It knows when we're monitoring it. It changed the whole simulation knows when we're looking at it. How?
That's the same. So that was the same experience. That was the experience that we were talking about on Instagram.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I thought it was like something that saw in space. But
no.
Okay.
Right. No. So it's the same thing, and it's just I can explain it in more detail, and so that's why I decided to add it. I did a double slit experiment in my 20s. It's very.
Oh
no! We could all be so lucky. So yeah, man. I like people again. We're trying to upgrade our consciousness. You know what I'm saying? We want people to kind of upgrade their consciousness along with us, and this is some of the stuff that we like to we like to see, man. And so we're gonna stay in that lane. So check this out. This is called MPC. You guys tell me what you think about it. It's already started because freaking Instagram.
I want you to cue it up.
No. Well, all right. So check this out. Tell me what you guys think. It's called NPC, which if you don't know what that means, go wiki and let them know.
Non-playable character.
There you go.
So anybody, if you're playing a video game, any character you meet that isn't playable.
Yeah. Come on, let's get it.
True that some humans don't have souls, right? Right? Well, all right, guys, we're going out there into uncharted, strange territory. Dolores Cannon, everyone's favorite hypnotherapist grandma, discovered something really weird during some of her sessions. She used a process called QHHT, which is a form of hypnosis. She'd bring people into these trance-like states. They would describe many things: past lives, life in between lives, life on other planets. But one concept I found to be kind of eerie, and this is the concept of backdrop people. These are people Dolores Cannon would describe as individuals who appear to be human but do not possess the same spiritual essence or soul as other humans. According to Dolores, these individuals are a part of a background or set of our reality, designed to fill roles and facilitate experiences without participating in the same spiritual journey or evolution as souled humans. She theorized that these entities were manifested by a collective or universal consciousness to play certain roles or perform certain functions, facilitating experiences for souled humans. Essentially, they are a part of the stage upon which our lives play out. So these beings would essentially be like extras in a movie. They're there, but they're only there to make sure everything plays out well for the characters that are in the movie. What do you guys think of these backdrop people? Post in the comments. And tap that follow button to stay on Soul Talk. If you're interested in learning more about past lives and
so, yeah, there's that, man. What you think? You're not feeling that one.
I don't know. Well, here's what I don't want to offend anybody in the chat. Nobody in the chat. I don't mean, but like, motherfuckers trying to explain black cat children. But I remember, the study that some people don't have an inner voice, like, that like they like the way they think is like they don't I don't know explain it, but they don't have a voice. For me, I have a voice in my head, like,
yeah,
and it's like a different voice to myself sometimes.
So it's always
So
a different voice for me. Yeah.
yeah, like it's not like I know it's not the same person.
Yeah.
So
It
like
don't
I
sound
don't
like
know.
me until I think about it. Then it sounds like me.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it
Well, thank you. So you can keep your bullshit. I don't know, man. It's something interesting to think about. You know, the NPCs, non-playable characters. I mean, I just don't. I just no offense. Thinking over here.
You don't have an inner voice, Rochelle? I know Lauren said she doesn't, but I mean, it
Really?
doesn't mean. Yeah, I mean,
Doesn't mean that you don't have a soul.
yeah, it doesn't mean you don't have a saying.
Does it?
But I just thought that was interesting. I thought that was interesting. That is terrifying.
Yeah. Because I know. And some people talk to themselves. Maybe the people who talk to themselves. I don't really talk to myself.
I do that. I talk to myself.
You do. So you do both. You got the inner voice and you talk to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Like, yeah, it's weird. And I used to do a lot as a kid. Maybe I don't know. I thought it was because I was just the only, like, kind of damn near only child, but I don't know.
No.
But so you do a bit of it. It's okay.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what, man. We've been on for about an hour and a half. Let's take a quick bathroom break.
Yeah, let's move on to the cap or no cap.
We'll do that. Well, no, hold on. I got one more. I got one more game for the game, but let's take a quick. I got to take a quick bathroom break.
Yeah, I've been pounding water, so yep, I'm with it.
Yeah, so we'll do that real quick, and then we'll be back in like just give us like 2 minutes, guys. Attaboy.
All right, I'm back. I'm back. Comments here. It's legit. Enemy when I watch. Wait, I tell myself all the time. I have to catch myself. So I've learned not to do it, but as a kid, I would tell myself all the time. Tinkle. I never liked Tinkle. Wait, piss. I gotta take a piss. Y'all watch the games today? I watched the Rams fumble the bag. Man, I thought they were gonna win that game. I missed the Ravens game, so I haven't got. Can anybody tell me who won that game? You're gonna have a tinkle soon. I've never been a fan of Tinkle. I'm gonna take a piss. That's what it is. Always been like that.
Oh. What's up, y'all? Gotta get back in here. All right. So sorry about that, guys. Just take a quick break, and then I need to put something, a scroller to say we'll be right back. So I'll make one of those at some point.
You got OBS on it, but one day we'll get that going.
One day when we get better at our jobs here. All right. So, hold on, put up the wrong thing. Oh no! Yeah. One more thing, y'all.
It's Ginger speak. Sounds like Hobbit speak. Ginger speak. Thank you. Got allergies. I'm gonna go ahead and knock out this nasal spray right here, but don't mind me.
Bro. Knock it out. All right, so check this out. I got this. This is called They're Here. Check it out.
Aliens exist and President Trump knows about it. That's according to Israel's former space security chief. In an interview with an Israeli newspaper, he said the aliens have been waiting until today for humanity to develop and reach a stage where we will understand in general what space and spaceships
amazing.
Are. NBC News chief global correspondent Bill Neely explains this one.
Hi, Alison. Well, this is quite a story, and it comes from the man who headed Israel's space security program for nearly 30 years. Chaim Eshed is making the extraordinary claim that the United States and Israel have been in contact with a group of aliens for years, not immigrants, but extraterrestrials. He has called them the Galactic Federation of Aliens, and he says President is aware of the existence have been on the revealing their secrets.
Nope.
He claims it was asked not to do so.
Why do you want to stop it?
No, is this real?
Yeah, it's a real newscast.
Send me this link, bro. I need to invest.
You got it. Check the notes.
No, that's crazy, bro.
This
Don't delete this.
Yeah.
Keep
okay.
That here.
All right, I'll keep this one. All right.
By the Federation in order to prevent what he calls mass hysteria. Well, the retired general says the US and Israel have kept it from the public because, quotes, humanity isn't ready and the aliens don't want to reveal themselves until humanity can evolve, he says, and understand what space really is. Well, the good news is that he claims an agreement has been reached between the US government and the aliens, a contract to do experiments here. There's also, he says, a secret underground base on Mars where there are American and alien representatives.
I believe that.
Aliens exist and
All right. America, F yeah.
I'm gonna look up if that's actually real. I'm gonna look up. Bruh, what?
Why you want to vet it? Now you want to vet it?
Now
you want to vet
that,
stuff.
Bro. I'm
now
sorry.
you want
I
to
should have
vet
vetted
stuff.
that. I gotta vet that one, bro. If he called it the Federal Galactic Federation or the Galactic Federation, I'm about to.
Yeah.
Yo, we gotta get it together. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
And we've been talking. You and I, we mentioned the Galactic Federation, and there's a lot of stuff like in my algorithm that comes across about the the Galactic Federation and the black hats and the white hats and all that good stuff. So, yeah. So, but we're gonna get to the most fun part for people.
Yep. This is a true article, y'all.
Yeah, I thought. See,
He's not capping.
No cap.
Put it up.
Yeah, pull it up. Put a little further into the. There you go. Yeah, no cap. No cap. Yeah, get ready, y'all. Get ready. It's about to go down.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna be confident. Y'all should follow. Y'all should like and subscribe. Y'all need to like and motherfucking say today. Y'all gotta like and subscribe, man. We've been talking about Basar talked about this. How this is the year that we will have contact.
First contact.
We don't believe in all this stuff, but if you saw me right now, I didn't believe that was a true video.
You're like, no, this can't be.
It's the Galactic Federation. We've been telling, man.
We've been telling y'all about this since we started the show.
Subscribe. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
I thought we were in here playing around.
Yeah, we are. This is not a game.
We're not playing around with y'all. Hope there's another condenser on it, because I'm sorry.
Why do you think we call it game for the gang? Game for the we don't come out being scared about it. Like, we're scared. No, we don't talk about that. We just say, hey, this is what the people are saying.
I love that comment. Get your towel ready and don't panic. We're not panicking.
Nope. We don't ever come up. We don't ever come up panicking. Nah. It's a matter of fact. We don't worry about the things we can't control.
We're in a weird time, y'all. Especially in America with the politics.
Yeah.
We have like a rich oligarchy right now. So you can hate me if you want to. I'm not. Hey, it is what it is. We literally have billionaires now in our country
that are running the country.
If you ever played the game Cyberpunk 2077, that's we're there. That's it. So yeah. Get your towel, get your seatbelt, hold your butts. It'll be a wild time.
Yeah, it's about to be Handmaid's Tale. Y'all enjoy that shit.
And if these aliens come over here, it's gonna be even worse. It's gonna be like us against them people. It's gonna be people probably on our side trying to be like, nah, they're here to help us. It's gonna be worse before it gets better.
Yeah, because it's gonna be politicized, just kind of like how the fires and be sure it is not the sexy towel.
Don't get the sexy towel.
Stay
Don't bring
away
that
from
dirty thing outside. Leave that at home.
He's silly. But no, it's gonna be politicized, just like the fires in LA, where it's like it got political. It's just like people are losing everything, and people are dying, and it's politicized. Like, come on, man! Like,
I mean,
this has got to be a bipartisan thing. Like, what are we talking about? So
it's gonna be a crazy time. I mean, we made vaccines it is now almost like you can't mention vaccine in some circles. Like, that's so bad.
Yeah, I know people get upset about that. Yeah, man-made fires.
I mean, there were reports that people were doing arson. I mean, that wasn't reported.
I mean, same thing in Hawaii when it went down, and they said that was a beam.
That was the
hit. So
it's like I remember the lady saying it was a wall of fire. Like, oh, it sounds like a wall of fire. Man,
that's wild. And that don't really happen in Hawaii like that. BJ and I we talked about it. He did a whole video about it. It was crazy. But anyway, so Cap or no cap, the fun stuff.
Yeah,
the fun stuff.
I don't know if this is the fun stuff, but I did think I'm maybe hopefully it's my higher self, right? I'm way more optimistic than I was 2 months ago. I think things aren't going to be the way we thought they were going to be, and we're going to see how it plays out. And
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I'm always optimistic too, so I can say that. But I think what we're looking at, UAPs popping out with going on the East Coast. It's about to be different. It's about to be different on here, bro.
Just do something. I don't care. I don't care what you do, aliens. Just do something. Hawaii is totally I want to go to Hawaii, but I think I'm gonna chill for a couple of years till they can get that Get that right, Australia. Yep, sure enough.
Yeah.
Sure enough. But it sounds like land grabs, but I don't know. Could be anything, man. So we'll get to the let me just share my screen here. So cap and no cap. This is the first one, and it is called Contact. What y'all think?
You think you better do the name? Nah, this is Capper than Captain. Captain Crunch, boy. What? Come on, man.
He should have waited the camera. He should have waited the camera.
I mean,
that ended it. It was already not looking good. What did they say? What did they say?
Got the nose. What? Oh, good try. I was like, what?
Oh God. You want to go back and forth on these, or do you want to
let me try one. Yeah.
All right, try one. See how your internet speed is. All right. Okay. So I think everybody thinks that's Cap. All right. That's fair. I think it's Cap too. I did like this little piano music though.
I don't know why they did that. The thing about mine, bro, can you set up them in a way where like you can have it on one screen? Because like what it does is like it takes like it uses my same browser, but whatever. We'll get it going.
Yeah, that's what I do. I use the same browser. I just gotta switch back and forth. Actually, no. Yeah, you can drag it over to another screen.
Yeah, but I do. I wish it could. Whatever. Let's do it. All right. What was the name of this video, bro? Afraid to fall asleep.
Afraid to fall asleep. Okay.
Come here. Lloydly, who are you playing with? What are you doing?
Nah, I'm cool.
Amy? Amy? Amy?
I think that was Always Believe Your Kid. I don't know which one that was.
Oh. Was it? Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna check them real quick. Did I click on the wrong one, bro?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't even see it on here. Whatever. We'll play this one out. Who cares?
All right. Here's one I got. Okay, I got the Afraid to Fall Asleep.
You need someone to play ball?
Lorelei, come here.
And
nope.
I'm gonna say no cap.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's no cap.
Who did I click on?
I think that happened.
Must have been Leaving Your Kids, right? I don't see it.
Yeah, Always Believe Your Kids. I think that's the one. So I got the I got the Afraid to Fall Asleep. So what y'all think about that one? Is that cap or no cap? What y'all think? And I'll get into the next one. Check this out. I always wake up tired, so I set up a camera. Now I'm scared to sleep. So is that real? Did that really happen?
Got the hot to it on it. Golly.
Cap or no cap?
This thing is suck a cap off a bottle.
All right, so they did. I think you might put this one up already. No cap on the last one. Cap. Shit.
Yeah. God, that was terrible. They folded in like a puppet.
Yeah. All right. You got the next one.
All right, let me try this one. I think Instagram loves to give me trouble, but we're gonna try it.
We'll try it. See how it works. If it messes up, we can switch it. I'll do it. Yep, tricking on you.
About the Russian time traveler that predicted the future and then disappeared into thin air. Wait, what?
Okay. Shit, I can't read it.
He questioned belief through the Soviet document. The 50s claimed that he was trying to find it was authentic. He also found photos of Kyiv decades ago. Sergei also mentioned future technology advancements, such as smartphone video calls. He also warned about between conflict in Eastern Europe, conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Damn, plans to support life. Some believe he was really a time traveler. Some believe he was all a hoax. The authorities looked back in the records and they found the name of the missing person 58. They tracked down the man's girlfriend who was, I can't read that fast, bro.
No, me either.
Let me see the progression.
You heard about the
I want to run that back, but essentially they kind of went back and checked and it panned out.
Everything he was saying?
And he he had said like the conflict and between Russia and Ukraine. He mentioned life on other planets, and he mentioned video calls and smartphones. Yeah, that's crazy. I was
that might be legit. I might be legit.
I'm gonna say no cap for now.
I'm gonna say no cap for now, man, because that might be legit, man. If the information that they're giving us is real, then that's legit. That's legit, man.
I'm gonna see if I can rewatch it and I can read it. But I feel like I've seen this video before too, and
I haven't seen that one. I've not seen that one. So yeah, that was pretty damn interesting, my friend. That was pretty damn interesting indeed.
So in 2006, a man named Sergio, I'm not saying the last name, appeared in the streets of Kyiv, Ukraine, wearing outdated clothing, carrying an old-fashioned camera. He claimed to be from 58. He was questioned by the police. He produced Soviet documents from the 50s, claimed he was 25. It was authentic. He developed the film with his camera and found photos of him in front of a building that no longer existed.
Legit.
Slow now. It can move slow now, I guess. Then also they found photos from Kyiv from decades ago. Sergei also mentioned future technological advancements such as smartphones, video calls. He also warned about increased natural disasters and unpredictable weather patterns, which we're going through right now. Oh, because this is 2006. We didn't have smartphones or video calls.
Not in 06. Nope.
He also mentioned conflicts in Eastern Europe. Some believe that he was talking about. Some believe he was talking about Russia and Ukraine. He's from Kiev, so we can take the other grain of salt. Lastly, he mentioned the advancement of space exploration, including the discovery of planets that could support life.
Which we think we found, which is so far away.
Yeah. While under observation, Sergei vanished from the locked room he was in. Witnesses claimed he walked into thin air. Some believe he was really a time traveler, while others say the whole thing was a hoax.
Well, until I can find out otherwise, man, we're going to say no cap.
The authorities looked back in the records and found a man by the same name who went missing in 1958. They tracked down the man's girlfriend, who by that time was in her 70s. It turns out that the girlfriend was the woman in the photographs.
Get the feezy out. Well, I mean, it's an elaborate hoax if they did.
Hold on, bro. I'm about to. She then told the authorities that Sergei had disappeared for 2 years, then reappeared in the 50s. She then received a photograph showing him as the older man with the picture purporting to have been taken in Kiev in 2050. What?
And then you're just pausing and slowing it down, right?
Yeah. She received a photograph showing him as an older man with a picture purporting to have been taken in Kiev of 2050. I'm gonna look this up later.
We know that time travel exists. I mean, like the math says that it works, not in the way that we think it does, but
and shout out for Instagram. Let me play it. That was cool. Yeah. No cap.
Oh, all right. I like it. All right, I got one that's not nowhere near as interesting as that, I don't think. Check this out. So, warning, something big's about to happen. Leaked footage, NASA cuts live feed, multiple UFO, blah, 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 blah. Check this out. Just comes inches away from ISS, which is the International Space Station.
All right, you can hear it a little bit as it went by, as the two ships went by. You can hear a little bit of a disturbance. With that in mind, watch this. Okay, see how that happened? Boom, right away, the first one comes in. It's all broken up digital signal. Here you go. There's the first one. Watch, here you go. Boom, it's breaking up everything. Then the second one goes by. Come on, everybody. This is very slow-mo. Look at that. Take a second. Look at that ship. Folks, that is a starship. That is a Sepoian ship. They love the circular thing.
Sepoian? What you think, man?
Oh, shout out, Cuzzo. Shout out, family. What up, Taylor gang?
What's up? Oh, shit, Preston. What up? What up, fam? Tuning in from Lake Tahoe. That's what's up. What's up, y'all?
That's what's up? Shout
What's
out
up,
to y'all.
Preston, West, Kendall? One love, guys, man. Hey, that's our first cousins, y'all. They look just like us, and we look like them. That's dope. That's dope. So glad you guys are here. Thank you so much for tuning in. So what you think about that one, man?
No cap.
No cap. No Capitron.
Yeah, it's getting deeper, y'all. Y'all can keep seeing it. I mean, y'all, it's already in the news. It's in the news all the time. If y'all don't really watch the news, they talk about UAPs, UFOs a lot more than they ever have in my entire life. So,
yeah, big fact. It's the last Starfighter. Oh my God, that is a lot of people don't know about that. So well
greatest
done on
movie,
you, Nathan.
Movie's fire.
That is so good. I want to remake.
Yeah, they should remake. Oh, I need to watch. I'm gonna go watch that.
I want to remake
tonight.
Yeah, me and Pops, we watched that. This is before you were born. And we watched that on a Friday night or whatever. I was probably like 7 or 8, something like that. And I think I can't remember if it's on TV or if we rented it, but anyway, super dope, man. It's a great memory. It's just me and Pops. It's just me and the old man. I think sis and mom were asleep, went to bed for that. It was late, so yeah, good time.
The
Good time.
name
Great
itself
movie.
makes you want to watch The Last Starfighter.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, they could do that movie so well now because of
well.
it was based off like video games essentially.
Yeah, and video
So
games
they
are
could,
way bigger now than they were back then.
yeah, and you could do it more like he could be at home. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And he could man, I wish they could bring arcades back. Like, you remember
But,
back in the day in the '90s arcades?
bruh, what? Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it
It
might
was
get too nostalgic, but it was so.
so much fun.
You watch Stranger Things and all the arcade. That's what it was like
Yeah.
even in the
Oh man,
'90s.
that's a nice little memory, man. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I remember, I remember from the '80s. You weren't born yet, but say it would be whack and woke now. Uh, maybe,
I don't know how you make it woke.
maybe. Yeah, I don't know how you make it woke. Like, yeah, because it's just a sci-fi. Well, they made Star Wars woke, but I don't really think woke is a bad thing. Like, it's painted badly, but I don't really
I
think
don't. I'm
woke is
not.
a
No,
bad thing.
nothing against Random Rick because Random Rick's my boy, and I don't really care. Like
Oh
I
my
rock
god,
with him. But
Random Rick is
I
dope.
don't really know what that means anymore. Like, oh, it's too like that video game is too woke. Like they hit on video games a lot now. Like, oh, I don't like women protagonists. It's too woke. I'm like, I don't care. Is the game good? Like, is it a good
Yeah,
game? I don't care what I play with.
I
But
think
that's just me.
I think Random Rick is just kind of talking about just kind of like when it's forced down your throat. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what a lot of people mean. 'Cause we were talking about it yesterday when Melvin and Jesse were over. Just about the woke stuff or whatever. Just kind of how like it just took a turn where it's just kind of forced down your throat. I'm what do you call it? I'm unbiased to all of it. You know what I mean? Like I think it's good. I think inclusion is good. I think all that stuff is great. But it said yeah, they generally the push was too much. Yeah, and folks just got fed up with it. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. Yeah.
Which I mean, I get it. I mean, I'm not. I know in certain examples, like what you were saying, but like as a whole, I'm like, I don't know. Like people hated on The Last of Us Part Two. And I don't know why. I thought the game was dope. So it depends. Like that's what
Why
I'm. That's
they? Oh yeah, because they made her the main protagonist.
they're the protagonist, and there was a non-binary character, I believe, in or trans character in the game, which you wouldn't
Who
even know.
who was
And
trans?
exactly, you wouldn't even know if you didn't pick up on it. So,
Mm,
it, I mean, that's just. I mean, I don't. Look, people hated that game. Was the game of the year for me? Not for me,
that
but
game was great.
I had a great time with that game. Game with a great story.
I mean, it's not a video game show this is not a
No,
that is not that type of show. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know. I thought that game was great. I don't really look too much into that stuff, man. I
yeah,
just
gamers tried to get rid of that crap. But the thing is, those games are winning awards. So like I don't know. I'm on like I get you know, um, we want our characters. Like people are mad at the new Witcher 4 because it's gonna start a series. And Siri, the main character, the entire book. See, like
yeah.
so I don't know. I don't know.
This is dope, man. So what? Okay, so we'll just gender swap Laura Craft then to make everybody happy.
Yeah, like I guess so.
The awards will be shit.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
I
It may
don't
to
know,
me
man.
because it's this award winning game. Because I'm a fake gamer. You know what I'm saying? I
Right,
love video games. I just don't have the time to play them because of life, whatever.
right.
But when I can jump on, I jump on, and yeah, this stuff that's stuff. But anyway, when it's an award-winning game, those are the games that I'll buy and I'll download because I'm usually late to the party. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when it wins awards,
Good point.
I cop those games and I get a lot of recommendations from you as well. Anyways, but again, it's not that kind of show. So you want to do a new employee?
Sure. I think I have it pulled up actually.
Well, no, we can't. It's TikTok. We can't do the
Yeah,
TikTok.
you can. It's right here. TikTok is back.
It's back.
Yeah.
When did it come back? Word?
Yeah, it came back I think like
Oh, shit.
today. Like I saw someone talk about it. Like, I got my TikTok back. I was like, I don't really care either or. I mean, I like it for us because we post on it, but other than that, I don't. So this is called new employee. Let me get back to you, Rick. Hold on.
Yeah, we'll get back to your Random Rick.
It's not. Doesn't want to. There we go.
Okay, watch this, y'all. This man, he called his boss asking him, "Why didn't y'all tell me they had a new employee?" Right? He constantly looking
Wipe your
back,
screen
right?
off,
He's
lady.
talking to
Ugh.
somebody, right? Just watch. This is creepy.
Got fecal matter on her screen.
Oh,
Look,
does he?
I'm a whole conversation with somebody,
You
right?
stupid.
And then somebody came and he dapping that person off and everything. Now see, look, y'all see when he dapped them off? Look what happened. He dapped them off. You see that shadow?
Oh
And
shit,
then the
that's
shadow goes
crazy.
over here.
He looked at him. He watched him walk out.
He swore to
Can you
God
run that
he
back real quick?
and had a
Go
whole
back to that part.
conversation
Yeah, I'm running the whole thing.
with
Man.
this
That's
person.
crazy.
Everything. Okay, watch this, y'all. This man, he called his boss.
Man,
asking
I'm
him,
hyped the Taylor
"Why didn't
Boyz are
y'all
in the
tell me
building
they
though.
had
That's
a new
dope.
Hell
employee?"
yeah.
That's
He
dope.
constantly looking
We gotta
back,
do a trip
right?
together.
He's talking to somebody, right? Just watch. This is creepy. Look, having a whole conversation with somebody, right? Saying that somebody came and he dapping that person off and everything. Now see, look, y'all see when he dapped them off? Look what happened.
In a walk, yeah, that's
He dapped them off.
weird.
You see that shadow?
Too. Yeah.
And then the shadow
That's
goes over here,
weird.
and he
That is
pulling the chair out
weird.
for him.
Weird as
He swore to God he sat there and had a whole conversation with this person. He moved over, talking to him and everything.
That's crazy.
Y'all better protect yourselves.
That is crazy.
Whatever that was, take it back.
He said, "Y'all better protect yourself."
That is crazy, y'all.
Yeah, that's wild work. That's wild work.
I'm gonna
she
say
does
no
be-
cap. The shadow. I mean, great effects if that's the case. But
great effects. Great effects.
Look at these
Let's get to
gamers
Random
like
Rick.
Concord of the trash game, Random Rick, and you know that. No one liked that. That wasn't because it was too woke. It was a trash game.
I never heard of that game.
Yeah, exactly. No one want to play that game.
TikTok,
Yeah, it's
that's
back.
wild.
It's back.
So what kind of alpha is what Destiny was?
Yeah, like metallic.
Was it a warehouse? I don't know.
Nathan Cap. I mean, I respect it.
Okay. Yeah. You know, I like when we disagree. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because disagreeing raises debates. You know what I'm saying? And I love debating on this stuff. I don't know, man. Like it could be the light and all that, but the shadows, how it was moving around. I mean, if you want to fake it, cool. You got me. You know what I mean?
Work.
But
Yeah, it'll work.
There's a lot of work for that, just to have a fake video go viral. So I don't know. And again, this was a lady showing the video on her nasty ass screen.
And yeah, dirty ass screen.
Yeah, so it was like third party on a dirty screen. So what'd she say? TikTok sucks always. I like TikTok.
I like TikTok if you're a content creator because people, I don't know, people jump on and follow you fast on TikTok. Instagram, you got to put in work, boy.
Big facts. Depends on the lighting. We don't see what the lighting is. Yeah. I feel you. Like something could move. Yeah.
I mean, I get that. I agree with that.
Fooled me though. I have been fooled, and the fool can't be fooled again.
You meant anyways? Yeah.
TikTok sucks anyways. Yeah, I mean, as you think of it, I mean, each to their own. It's subjectivity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. Each their own. I mean, I don't love it. I'm not lie to you. There's a lot going on there, but
yeah, probably
it's a good space for content creation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's not anything that I think sucks except like maybe Facebook. I don't like Facebook. But
Facebook is trash. Facebook is just like random stuff sent to you. Like you don't even see your people on there. There's like random posts. I don't know.
Yeah,
Wish they would fix it, but I've asked them for a lot. I mean, could you look at the next video? I was like, man, we see so many ads every day. It's crazy. It's like dystopia.
Yo, real shit. Real shit. All right, so we got this. This one is called.
Ooh, we've done this one already.
Have we?
Burn it. I like this one. It's creepy.
Okay.
So-
All right, y'all. So check this out. Kobe said we done it before, but I'm old. I forget stuff, so my bad. Let's go.
A video call.
I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll meet the bathroom again.
The friends were on a video call when suddenly this man sees something that let them completely terrified.
¿Sí? Yo vi, no, yo vi que la puerta que está enfrente suyo se movió.
Esa de ahí, nada.
Te juro que vi que esa puerta se movió.
I don't remember seeing this one or showing it.
No, chicos, no. Yo lo vi con mis propios ojos. Yo vi que esa puerta de manera lenta se abrió y luego se cerró bruscamente, chicos.
No le intenta meter miedo,
No les estoy mintiendo ni por mucho menos, por favor. Yo le juro que por mis ojos, por lo que más tengo, miré que esa puerta se movió.
De veces es imposible, no hay nada. Así que en mi barrio está abajo, es imposible que se mueva nada. Y estaba tirando.
¡Oh!
¿Qué le pasa?
¡Oh!
Atrás suyo hay alguien.
¿Cómo que atrás?
Yo, that ninja moved like out the doorway.
Just a few seconds after checking
Very
the
part of the face, like when you
the
react.
door opens itself as a shadow figure can be seen looking at them.
Whoa!
Yeah. His reaction scares me more than like the shadow, though. Way he's looking. I was like, man.
Yeah, man. Ooh, we said. She said, I don't know. I'm sorry.
You want to get away from it all, from like all the.
She don't want to leave that one. So she's ass cat. I don't know, man. I don't know.
No cap. I'm gonna say no cap.
I'm gonna say no cap. So, Kobe, I think you have nobody's supposed to be here. I've tried that love thing for the last time. Hit you with the vocals. Get it, Kobe. Get it. Kobe, you supposed to say the next part.
You didn't know he was supposed to be here, or didn't you?
No, you're supposed to wait. That's what I did.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Oh wait, it's the same video.
No.
You did.
Did I? Oh shit! Never mind. Nobody's supposed to be
Yeah,
here
you did.
already. God, well. Anyway, you're supposed to sing the next part of the song.
I don't know that song.
Next. All right. So which one you got?
I got peeping Tom.
Peeping Tom. Okay. We may have seen this one already too.
We like the peeping Tom, right? Let me pull that one up. My computer is slow. I don't know what. So give me a second.
Get away from all social media minus YouTube.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Check this out right here. A little boy's playing video games.
Yeah, we seen this one.
In his room, being spied on by a demon. But you see that poster on the wall? It's a portal. I'll explain that later. Just watch this. This goes to show you have to be careful what you give your children and what you let them have in their room.
That's an anime. Yeah,
that's a demon though. That's a demon. That's a demon. It's a demon though.
He's scared.
Why
he looks and there's nothing there.
Yeah, you don't believe that.
Do you see it look in as he closes
maybe
the
to
door?
watch your kids.
So this
right?
is what that poster is. It's called Ryuk. It's basically the god of death. So when you have that stuff like that on your wall, it's an open doorway, an open portal to the spiritual realm. What do you think?
Shut up. Look here, y'all. Look.
No, you didn't show the demon.
No, it's dumb. Oh, it didn't show it?
No, you didn't see the demon. You didn't show the demon.
Oh, my bad, y'all. We gotta start having people who don't know shit posting shit on the internet. I'll run it back, y'all.
You got some of the demon peeking in.
Oh my gosh.
I'll run it back.
So there you have it. That was the demon on camera. Make sure you follow this.
It's right here.
See a demon
right
on
there.
this out, right? Playing video games in his room and he's being spied on by a demon. But you see that poster on the wall? It's a portal. I'll explain that later. Just watch this. This goes to show you have to be careful what you give your children or what you let them have in their room. He's scared. He looks and there's nothing there.
So I'm gonna have to save you from a demon one time.
Did you see it look in as he closed the door? So this is what that poster is. It's called Ryuk. It's basically the god of death. So when you have that stuff like that on your wall, it's an open doorway, an open portal to the spiritual realm.
Why are you acting like that?
What do you think?
I think you're a fucking dumbass. All right, we're done with that.
What? Why?
Look,
Okay, why you acting like?
look.
Okay, what do you get wrong?
That's not even the. There's multiple of him, bro. No, cat.
Cat.
Who puts the camera in? And how come this family's all over the internet all the time? Always this family, this demon walking around. And this dude said, "Watch what you buy your people." That's an anime. That's just an anime. That ain't shit. That ain't even real. That's not a thing.
But it's representing the demon.
He's not a demon. He's not a demon.
What is he?
He's an entity that has a death note.
Sounds like a demon to me.
Yeah, he's not a demon. He's not a demon.
Sounds like a demon.
Dumb as shit. Don't ever post that. People on that.
Don't be like that.
I hate that family, man.
Every time
Mommy.
Every time I pull that family up, you get.
No, and then the worst is the guy reacting to the dumbass. Man, you both want to sit down for country ass.
Okay, so you said it's from Death Note, right?
From Death Note, yeah. Either Shikigami, and if you get a Death Note, they come with it. You can see them. That's all that is.
So it's a demon. I can hear Shell laughing too.
Why? He has like probably 2,000 likes on that stupid ass shit.
Don't be like that, man.
No, it's crazy that like you think like internet people just know stuff. No, people don't know shit.
But they really don't. Shit. That's low key facts. They really don't. All right, so tell me if you think this works. This is called summoning a shadow. What do you think? Does this work?
How to call?
I don't want to see that. What the?
They say shadows have lives of their own, quiet, watchful things that linger just out of sight. And if you're lonely enough, desperate enough, one might answer your call. But remember, once a shadow comes, it doesn't leave. Step 1. Wait for a moonless night and sit alone in complete darkness. Light a black candle in front of a clear mirror, ensuring it reflects only you. Whisper your name into the mirror 3 times, followed by, "Shadow, hear me, I am alone." They say if the flame flickers but doesn't go out, the shadow has heard you. You might feel it, a soft, cold breath on your neck, or the faintest ripple in the darkness behind you. From then on, you won't be alone. The shadow will follow you, quiet at first, lingering at the edge of your vision. But shadows are curious things, and if you're not careful, they'll learn more than you want them to. They say some shadows grow jealous. They whisper things you shouldn't hear. And if you try to banish it, well, shadows are patient. They'll wait for you in the dark, where no one else can see. How to call a shadow companion.
All right, so what do you think? Cap or no cap?
I ain't gonna talk about
it. Why you not gonna talk about it? We gotta talk about
it. No, you should do.
What's that?
You should summon your shadow. Who thought about that?
I would never.
You know what I want? I want to see my shadow walking around.
I would never do no mess like that.
And you know, I'm gonna tell you how to do it. I'm gonna tell you how to do it.
I'm gonna tell you.
You can get tormented by your shadow. What the fuck is that? That don't make no sense. How did Billy die? Oh, Billy's summoned his shadow.
Summoned his shadow.
Why?
So it's like, nope, and no.
Why did Billy do that? Oh, you know, Billy. He like shadow people.
Never. Look. I had a shadow man follow me for years. You don't want none of those problems. Let's see. Nathan White said, "I ain't fucking around with no Peter Pan bullshit." What was that song by? What's her name? Just like Peter Pan, something, something, something. Nobody wants to get old. What song was that?
Bro, you be pulling out songs about your ass. I have no idea what that is. I think you made that shit up.
I didn't make that up.
You made that up. Don't
That's a real song. Shell knows it.
Never, man, ain't nobody sung that song
before.
Life
Jennings. Just like Peter Pan, something, something, something. Nobody wants to get old.
In 2025, you still know Life Jennings. You a real one. Because ain't nobody living in Life Jennings since 2006.
Don't be like that. I need peace and tranquility.
Michelle, you're in luck because I don't think you're dumb. No one's dumb enough to want to know. You're not a dumb. You know what I want? I'm lonely at night in the darkness. Let me get my shadow to hang out.
Get my shadow to kick it with me.
You a superhero? Like, what are you? Why? Would you? Go fight crime with my shadow.
Is it Life Jennings?
Is he really?
Is he a horrible person? What do you do?
He's a horrible artist. I know that.
What?
No, I'm joking. I don't think
I'm about to say, bro, like Life Jennings.
Well, he's like on a reality TV show though. He was like just a trash bag or something. I don't remember.
I don't know. Show knows something about him.
He just chased that shit like it was the dragon.
I know the dragon is a drug, right? Isn't the dragon a drug?
Is that ginger talk? I don't know what we chased his shadow.
You get pull up Sentinel, man. Yes, life is a bad person. Oh yeah, I think he hurt somebody. He hurt his girlfriend, or I think domestically, or he did something. Can't remember. Don't quote me on that.
No, I'm getting life mixed up with the Put You to Bed dude. Who Jay Holiday? I don't know.
Oh, Jay Holiday. Oh, he's trash, bro. That song is dope though. Like a body sounding like it's that's the only song he had though.
Yeah,
he was trying to be like Trey Songz, but like he wasn't.
Yes, interesting.
Like that's like
I never heard Chase the Dragon before.
Like chasing the dragon. It's like a drug. It's like chasing a drug. I think it's like a high or something.
He look a crackhead, don't he? Am I thinking about the right guy? He's on a reality TV show.
I don't know. I know Jaheim looks like a crackhead now.
Yeah,
Jaheim looks like a crackhead now.
Yeah, he got like really, really fat too. Didn't he? He was like in shape for his music. No, not Jaheim. I'm thinking about let's get off this topic.
Yeah, this is paranormal. Yes, DV big time. I don't know what DV means.
Domestic violence.
Oh, okay.
All right, cap or not, y'all. Let's get on to the real deal.
Weird, creepy video. Yeah. Okay. These have been popping up everywhere. So here's my question: is this AI generated? Is this some fuckery? Is this a weird drone? Are these fucking aliens? Is it the Sentinels from fucking Matrix? Because it kind of looks like those. Let's take a look, and I want to hear what you guys have to say. What is that? So these are being spotted in California over the fires, as well as North Carolina.
Yeah.
I remember these same images coming out during the hurricane in Texas, Hurricane Helena.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are those things? And does that have something to do with the strange explosions we're hearing in the sky? I'm asking. I have no idea. You guys want to?
Bro, I didn't hear none that man said. His bottom teeth were crazy looking, bro. What that man talking, bro? Look at the man bottom. Look at these. It's
see a super weird, creepy video. Yeah. Okay.
Got the Rocky Mountains.
These have been popping up everywhere.
Look at that
So
one, two sticking
here's my
out.
question: is this AI?
Man, you ain't don't ever get on the camera.
Come on, man.
Look at your
Come
teeth,
on, man.
bro.
He might not be able to get it. He might not. Remember Cardi B? You all about Cardi B?
No, never. I ain't never.
Remember her teeth were messed
Damn
up?
Cardi B.
So you were never a fan of Cardi B?
No, never.
Ever.
Never.
Never?
Never.
Bodak
Nah.
Yellow? That's all you spit every time I was around you.
No, that was you. That was you and
You
your
like, got
friend.
them red
Y'all
bottoms.
were in the
This
car
is not
together.
the
You and your
wanna
homies.
be.
I had a old Cardi B in my car. That was Lauren.
You was like, hey man, you heard that new Cardi? I was like, no, like what? Like, I don't know what.
Bro got them chompers.
Yeah, he does.
Imagine
It's kind of
you
wild.
gonna rip out something. Nah.
What you think that's AI?
Yeah.
She'll think that's AI.
I think it's fake.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm joking, but your teeth are fine, bro.
I think it's are you stupid? I think it's probably fake too.
Yeah, I think it's fake.
All right, y'all. So that's Capper now. We've gone way over time.
Yeah. We've gone over. Oh, we like to keep it around 2 hours. So
Yeah.
We usually do we haven't done so what y'all do we need to get back to our story time? What is no, we ain't done a story in a minute, and there's been some creepy stories that I listened to lately, but I just haven't put them on here because we got way more stuff we can show you. But if y'all want to do a story time and get back to that one of these days. Man, I was in some crazy stories,
That's some pretty wild.
Anyway.
Some pretty wild stuff out there. We can maybe throw in another video from y'all hear about this.
Let's do another. Well, do what you I guess keep on the timeline. Do what you want to do, bro. But yeah.
Okay, so we'll do a video from y'all hear about this.
Yeah, and we'll call it probably.
Yeah, probably call it. So this is
that thing looked like a beta fish. I don't know why you even put it on there.
I don't know.
It like a beta fish.
Pose. We'll know that up. All right. I'll throw this up here. Let's see. This is Joe.
If Preston is on here or any of y'all, Preston or Wesley and Kendall, we can get y'all on here to tell that story about the man in the alley. That still scared me to this day.
Yeah, it was the lady.
It was a lady.
Yeah, the woman in the alley.
Man, yeah, we need to do a side quest with them. Okay, Wesley, you saw it too.
It was Wes and Preston.
I think Wes told. Yeah, Wes. They told the story when we were down there when I was in high school. They told that story. No, they were up here in Minnesota telling us that ghost story. I remember that.
I don't remember. I remember where they told it, but I do remember.
They told us that they saw it in the alley.
That shit was wild. Yeah, they're looking out the window and they saw it.
Because what I want to do, bro, before you do that, what I want to do is I want to if they tell the story, I can put AI images up, kind of like how Bedtime does it. Maybe we can show it.
Oh yeah. Oh, that'd be cool. If you know how to do that, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that hella. Oh man, that probably get a lot of views. All right, so this is called Zombie Wolf. Just tell me what y'all think.
Huh?
Who knows which creature caused
It's called Zombie Wolf.
the massacre that happened in this giant cave in Kentucky. This cave, right? It's huge. Digs down about 1.15 miles deep. Like, people have known about it since the 20s, but no one's had the guts to really check it out until 2012. That year, a brave bunch of archaeologists decided to take the plunge and explore what's down there. Getting to the bottom was no walk in the park. It took them a whole week. Once at the bottom, the team discovered remnants of ancient civilizations, which included statuettes and everyday objects. As they continued their research, they stumbled upon an even deeper passage. But by entering this passage, they made a grave mistake. Before continuing, I can only protect my subscribers who have commented and especially saved this video. They woke up something fierce, a zombie wolf. Can you believe it? This thing was in deep sleep mode down there and did not appreciate the wake-up call. And so it picked them off one by one. A week rolls by with zero updates from the team. So the folks topside get worried and send down a rescue squad. But they were way too late. All they found were the remains of the team and one camera lying there. That camera caught the whole horrific show on tape. If you're thinking about watching it, which I really wouldn't recommend, you'd click on share, then more, and go to photos.
I tried that and I couldn't find anything. It didn't work.
This cat. They literally use the AI Joe Rogan voice.
Oh, you can tell. You can tell that was the words didn't even match.
What are we doing? Why'd they do that?
I don't know why people do that, man. But I've heard about those caves in those national parks, man, and shit is pretty wild, bro.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Yeah, shit is wild, man. You want to do one more or call
Let's
it?
do one more, bro. Let's do one more. Let's do
All
one
right.
more.
So we'll do a spacecraft in Greenland. This one's it's about 3 minutes, so hang in there with us. It's about 3 minutes long. I thought it was pretty interesting. So again, this is the section that y'all hear about this. So let's get it.
Now, how many of you know about the object in Greenland? A couple of you, okay. Well, for those of you that don't know, there is a spacecraft that has melted out of the ice in Greenland. As you know, the North Pole has melted completely. You can go from London to Moscow or to Russia by going over the North Pole now. All the ice cap is gone. The last place that has ice on it was Greenland. Greenland had a 18,000-foot ice cap on it. Well, the spacecraft that is anchored in the center of Greenland created the last ice age 50,000 years ago. It's a weather machine. It's 55 miles wide, 300 miles long, and 2 miles high. People that lived in it were called the Moys. If you draw a straight line from the spacecraft
Shout out to Random Rick
to the
as well.
Washington Monument in Washington,
Shout out.
through the
Shout out the whole crew.
The whole chat, whole community, anybody who's joining, thank you.
On Easter Island, where the Moys have been dug out of this dirt. The heads on Easter Island. Well, 2 years ago, they finally went ahead and they excavated, and they're all 65 to 85 foot people.
This is
full
true.
body carvings. And these were the people that lived in the spacecraft that was uncovered that's melting out of the ice in Greenland. So when you think we've been alone, these people have been up there for 50,000 years. The spacecraft is still active after 50,000 years. It has a 200-mile dampening field where no electrons can flow into it. In 1947, a B-52 bomber flew into that pattern, into the dampening field when trying to fly between Maine and London. As a result of that, they lost power and crashed in Greenland. As they sent in rescue B-52 bombers to rescue them, they hit that same dampening field, but they veered off. They just ricocheted off of it. By testing, trying to get to these guys, they were able to bring a circumference and find out that there was an object 200 miles to the center of this field. On the southwest corner of Greenland, there is a small community. It's the only community on the island of Greenland. That community is a military post, CIA,
of course,
that uses a compressed air generator to operate diesel engines to run a Caterpillar to run back and forth to 200 miles from the base to the object in Greenland. A lot of our technology comes from the reverse engineering out of the spacecraft. It is still functional and is still in operation.
It's been down there for, 50,000 years?
Pretty important.
50,000 years, at least.
It is still operational?
Are up there with the United Nations, and they're all acting, working together. Point is that we're not alone out here in this universe.
No, we are not. Yeah, that's why I work, man. That's why I work. And I did a little deeper dive, and they actually kind of show you where it's at. You know what I'm saying? And then like if you can do like a Google Earth type deal, you kind of see it, and then they scrub some images of it, but they the old images before Google Earth scrubbed it, you can see it, man. This thing is huge, man. This thing it stretches for miles and it's super high, like it's crazy, bro. So Anyways, I think that's it. I think that's it, man.
Yeah, that's it. Like and subscribe. Look into the Galactic Federation. They literally talked about it, Israel and Trump. So, hey man, about to get wicked. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, it's about to get wild out there, man. About to get wild out there. There's a lot of stuff. So this show is, we focus on the paranormal, and we focus on, aliens, ghosts, cryptids, and a little bit of conspiracy and stuff like that. So, but we're also just trying to help people process things and look at life and reality a little different. It's a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we put it in layman's term. Like if that first video that we watched was talking about DNA attachment or strands and stuff like that. I get what he was saying, but he threw a lot of information at you. If you watch our show, we kind of already talked about all that, honestly. So, it's kind of cool to see me kind of maybe on the right. Maybe we're getting brainwashed, you know what I mean? But maybe we're on the right path. I don't know. But a lot of these things that come out, we've already talked about it. It's just kind of crazy to me. Like MH370, stuff like that. So, man, like, subscribe, give us your ideas, give us your scary stories, your UFO sightings, what you think about religion. We talk about all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And
anything you guys would like for us to cover also, you can throw it in the comments, and then there's always the Discord community.
Yep, join the Discord, link in bio. Yeah, man, good time, good time. I'm enjoying the streams without drinking. I might keep it going. So
I get better when I drink.
Hey, yin yang over here, man. I like it.
Yeah. So, again, thank you so much. We appreciate everybody joining. Like and subscribe. And Kobe, what is the most important thing that people need to do?
Man, hear yourselves and don't whistle at night.
Don't whistle at night. And as Nathan says, don't whistle in the woods.
In the woods, yep.
We are the Men of Letters. Peace. Oh, hold on. I don't want to end it yet.
Peace.
I got this real quick. Now, peace out. Now we go.
Giants.
People who came from the sky.
Yeah.